Welcome to More Please. Today I am giving you my take on all things Thanksgiving, shopping, and stuff I watched this week. Plus, I'm playing matchmaker with a few friends during my dating game style segment, Mutual Friend. Whew, child, the tea is hot, so I hope you're ready. Grab your mugs because it's time for More Please. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. This week has been a week, and I'm going to break it down for you and give you my take on it. So it's time for Tony's Take. All right. So, y'all, first of all, Thanksgiving was interesting for me because now that we've been in the pandemic and quarantine, we're not allowed to visit family. We're not allowed to go over to people's houses. So my roommate and I stayed put and we made quite a spread. Now, the problem with this is that this is enough for several people and it was only 2 people. So after feasting on this for the past few days, I am now at the point where I need to figure out what to do with these leftovers because these lefts won't go over anymore. So I reached out to a few friends, and especially my good friend, Maria Provenzano, who you guys remember from Scratch with Maria, who was on my Halloween show that showed us how to make the cute little mummified Rice Krispies. She has some great leftover recipes that you guys can use in order to do something different with your Thanksgiving leftovers. So make sure you head over to fromscratchwithmaria.com and check out 2 of her amazing recipes that she has that you can just utilize and switch up and change the Thanksgiving dinners. I also had a few other friends reach out and give some other great suggestions, and I'm going to put them below. So y'all, if you're like me and every plate has been full to the max, you are full, you are gaining all the pounds, but you now need to figure out what to do with these leftovers so that way you don't just keep eating the same thing. Make sure you check out the leftover recipes. Speaking of this week, it was also Black Friday. Let me tell you, I am the person who falls for these Facebook ads, these shopping ads, and buys some of the most ridiculous things. Here is the ridiculous thing I just bought. This is the Instar adjustable bench press push-up resistant band chest builder workout equipment. While I was eating my Thanksgiving dinner and realizing that I was turning into Sherman Klump, I was like, you know what? I'm going to exercise next week. And this came up and I said, I'm going to buy it. Now it has arrived and I have no idea how to use it. Apparently it's supposed to come with a bar that you buy separately. And like, you can do like some of this and you can do some of these and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. I've just been buying just all sorts of random stuff, but like, is anyone else like me that's just buying random things and getting caught up in all the ads from like Forever 21 or Home Goods or anywhere else? Let me know, comment below, but this is my random thing. If I actually use it, I'll show you guys. Cyber Monday is when I buy. Oh, that's a good time to buy too. I'm trying to stay away from Cyber Monday. I'm trying to log off of every website because I can't buy nothing else. We still in quarantine. And that bank account is looking back at me like, bitch, you know, you can't buy nothing else. So I think this is gonna be my last purchase. I'm lying. It's probably going to be something else. Anyway, so also this week, when Thanksgiving happens or when any holidays happen, you have to like watch certain things. And so I actually got to watch Jingle Jangle. If you have not watched Jingle Jangle yet, you have to watch it. It's on Netflix. It is the most amazing, whimsical like story that you didn't know you needed, but you received it. It has a great cast that includes Felicia Rashad, Justin Cornwell, Forrest Whitaker, Michael Keegan-Key, and Anika Nani Rose from Dreamgirls, which, if you guys know me, Dreamgirls is my all-time favorite musical. But make sure you watch this because it is like the perfect Christmas holiday movie that you need to add to your holiday list. So I definitely give Jingle Jangle 2 thumbs up. So check it out on Netflix. I also tuned in because I got to get my reality show fix in. The I Love New York reunion. Now, y'all know back in the day, we were first introduced to Tiffany New York Pollard through Flavor of Love, and then she got her own show, I Love New York. Well, they reunited Tiffany with most of the guys who appeared on the show. They all still look good. They all still look fine. They have gone off to do great and wonderful things. And it was a great, nostalgic moment just to, catch up with them and see them again. And see where Tango, who won season 1, how he's been doing and how him and Tiffany have mended their fences. And of course, Taylor Made from season 2, who I didn't know they actually really dated for quite some time. And then Tiffany broke it off, but she's not that heartbroken anymore because Tiffany New York Pollard announced that she's engaged now. So congratulations to Tiffany on your engagement. I wish you nothing but happiness and success. And I'm glad that somebody is loving New York, Tiffany. So listen, you guys, any thoughts that you have about all of the takes that I have just given you, make sure you message me, DM me on all social medias at Lounging with Tony. We are going to take a small little break, but hey, you guys don't go anywhere because coming up, I get to play matchmaker with some of my wonderful friends. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. There's more, please, coming up in just a few minutes.
I just started my first talk show with an apology. I'm so Canadian. Okay. It's very hard for me not to apologize for that apology. Hi. This is Hump Day with Hampshire. I'm Emily Hampshire. This is my first virtual talk show. It's my first anything talk show.
It started as a cough or maybe a sneeze. Now here we are in quarantine. And if you act, dance, play or sing, chances are you're on the couch not doing a thing. So watch Hump Day with Hampshire. Have some fun before we retire. Take a little break from the quagmire. It's Hump Day with Hampshire.
And if anyone's tuning in right now, they're like, this is the weirdest show I've ever seen.
Literally, we're going to think that they're on some psychotropic Friends.
Welcome back, everybody. Now listen, all of my friends want for Christmas are new booze. So I've decided to play matchmaker in a dating game using only friends of mine, and they all have one thing in common, me. So welcome to Mutual Friend. Joining me for Mutual Friend as our main dater is a good friend of mine. He is fun, talented, an accomplished author, and just an all-around great guy. Please help me welcome my friend and good Judy, Terry Dyer. Come on in, Terry. Hey!
Hey, Tony. Hey, what's up?
Okay, you better have the moose sessels out so you can nab you a man.
Listen, you got to use all the assets when you're trying to land a man, right?
Listen, we heard it best in Players Club. You got to use what you got to get what you want.
Won't. That's right. I'm here for it.
So, first of all, thank you for doing this. You and I met randomly, like years ago, through mutual friends out in West Hollywood, and we have kept in touch ever since, watching each other do big things, make big moves, accomplish a lot of things, and I just think like you are just amazing and great. And like you're one of those people, I'm sure you get this a lot because I get this too. It's like, why are you single? And it's like, because ain't nobody told me yet.
Right, exactly. Like if anybody wants to send an application, I will gladly accept, read it over, give you a call back.
So Terry, we've already spoken, but I want the people watching to know, what do you look for in a potential mate?
For me, it's all about communication. It's all about energy. It's connection. You know, my sort of tagline and saying is I think everyone should stand for something and fall for nothing. So, do you have passion and things in your life that you go to bat for and you strongly believe in? Your principles, your morals, all those things are super sexy to me. So, and if you can tolerate my obsession with sports, then we will be good to go.
You see, you a sports gap.
I am.
The only thing I know about sports is the wonderful concert that is held during halftime of the Super Bowl. That is it. That is all I know about sports.
If they could just have J-Lo and Beyonce every time, then we'll be good to go every January, February.
I'll be there for it. Like tuning in, like what colors I gotta wear, like what snack I gotta bring. Like I'm here for the game, yo.
I completely agree with you.
So and like how, because I know you, but like the peoples don't know you. Like how would you describe yourself mixed in with how others would often describe you?
Oh gosh. I would describe myself as someone who is very outspoken and outgoing, someone that does not, sort of have a problem standing up and say, hey, this isn't right or this isn't fair. Let's do the right thing. I would also say that I would describe myself as a go-getter, someone who is always busy and involved and liking to give back to the community, things like that. And again, always at the gym or always playing a sport. That's how I would describe myself. I think anyone who's close to me for sure would describe me as I tend to give 150% in every single thing that I do. A perfectionist to a fault. Someone who has a hard time telling others no, which I'm working on. Overextending myself is a thing for me. And then I would also say that they would describe me as someone who is always smiling and doing everything I can to make others laugh.
You know what? It's like we're kindred spirits. That's why we get along so well. Because that is so me, and I totally understand. See, this is why we ain't got no man yet, Terry, because we so giving of ourselves. And it's like
right.
Please, like just come get me. Do you realize that ever since I was 16, I have prayed to God for a man while listening to Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You," because I feel like I'm singing to my yeah, that's me.
Mariah made that song specifically for you, right?
For me. As a way to, like, during Hocus Pocus, it's like, come little children. I'm like, all I want for Christmas is you, or you, somebody. Like, Santa, please just bring them. Right. Okay, so Terry, this is how this is going to work. Now, I have searched through my pool of friends, and I know a lot of people, and I have found 3 potential matches based on what I know about them and what I know about you. So I'm going to introduce each of them, and you'll get a chance to ask them questions and get to know them. And then you'll dwindle down the guys in a series of eliminations until you pick your winner for a virtual date. Okay? But the thing is, you won't see them until they're either eliminated or chosen. So you can't be looking and be like, not you, not you, not you.
I'll be like, look, Tony, I thought you knew me, boo. I thought you knew me.
I think I did. Listen, I really sat here. Y'all don't understand. I really sat here with my paper and I was like, okay, I got Terry and I got this person. Okay, this person, like this person. Like, this was like a formula. Like, I thought I was in chemistry class trying to put together the equations and see if anyone is going to work out. Oh, Kelly in the chat room said Terry's teeth and smile are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Kelly.
Okay, so let's bring on the boys, shall we? So we have, so I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. And when they introduce themselves, they're going to tell you their name, their age, where they live, and why they chose the picture that you see on their screen. So we're going to start with one of my friends. Oh, and they're also going to tell you how we know each other, like them and us know each other. Okay? Okay, so let's start with Neil. Hey, Neil.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Terry.
Okay.
So my name is Neil, and I'm 52 years old, going to be 53 in 3 weeks. I live in North Hollywood, California. And the reason I picked that avatar is because I have my hands in a lot of pots, and I do them very well. So, and then I met Tony through the pandemic. We were in the chat room with my friend Brandy, and I was laying on the couch, and I was like, "You stupid, I like you." Cool. So,
isn't that how all people like start a friendship with me? Like, they meet me and they're like, "Oh my God, you are so crazy and so funny. I like you," and then they just, and I'm like, "Well, come on into the pool playing." All right. Well, that's Neil. Okay, Neil, thank you. Okay, we're going to talk about everybody in a second because what he said he could do with his hands, like, we all clutched our pearls.
Right.
So next up, I want to introduce you to my friend Marcus. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Tony, how's it going?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Terry, how's it going?
I'm doing well.
Excellent, excellent. Well, to answer your questions, as you can see, my name is Marcus. I am 30 years old. Just turned 30 in September. I also live in North Hollywood. Moved to LA about a year and a half ago from the East Coast and really loving it. How did I meet the wonderful Tony? So I think it was like right when I moved to LA. We have a mutual friend from DC. I think it was like a baking contest of sorts, and we were judges. So we were judging cookies and such, and we just connected. I really liked our energy exchange, and now I'm here.
Yes. And why did you choose the photo in your photo?
Oh, yeah. So the avatar. I'm a big fan of traveling. It is something that wakes me up every day. I'm a little depressed. 2 of my trips have been canceled this year due to COVID. So I do have one planned for New Year's. So yeah, hop on a plane. I need my significant other to just be spontaneous and ready to go at any drop of a hat.
Okay. Yeah, well, Terry, I hope you got a bag packed because I keep a bag ready. I don't know where I'm going, but the bag is ready. And last but not least, I have my newest friend, James. Hey, James, how are you?
Hey, Tony, I'm doing good. Terry, I hope you're doing well too. I like your top, by the way. Too bad you can't see what I'm wearing.
oh,
Man. I'm 30. Tony's face right now is priceless. I'm 35 years old. Not to be unoriginal, but I also live in the North Hollywood Arts District. Been in LA for about 10 years, and I picked this avatar because Tony made me get rid of the other one I had last minute. No, I'm kidding. I somehow had a blonde moment. It was like, oh yeah, wait, I can't have my face because that ruins the whole surprise thing for you. But no, I picked this new one because it was one of the best meals I've ever had in my life in Italy. And yeah, I'm one of those people where if the food is that good, I'll take a picture of that food porn. And what it represents to me is I love having great food, meeting new people, going on new adventures and new places. And this was an absolutely wonderful trip. I went on with one of my best friends and will always remember it. And it's indicative of the kind of life I like to lead and the kinds of things I like to do.
Okay, and James and I met through a friend of mine, a friend of ours, Marcy. I'm sure Marcy is watching. Hi, Marcy. So she connected us, and so there we go. So there are three potentials for you, Terry. And listen, if you guys are in the chat room right now, you all throughout this show can let us know who you think Terry should sway towards or who he should get rid of. So we want to hear your thoughts throughout this as well. But Terry, what do you think so far of the three potentials who are in the room? What are your first impressions?
My first impressions are I can already sort of tell that James sounds a little bit like a conversationalist, which I think is fantastic. I love that. Again, hope my assumptions are correct. Marcus sounds like he can be some fun and loves to travel, so that would also be very cool for me. And Neil, you sound like you can multitask, and if anyone describes me, they would definitely say I'm a multitasker. So I'm ready to get going.
Okay, well, listen, I'm gonna sit back and I got my tea mug and I'm gonna let you have the floor. You can ask guys any questions and then I'll pop in when I feel necessary. So Terry, what's your first question for our three potentials?
Sure. So my first question, and we will start with James. My first question is, what is your sort of stereotype or standard? What is your ideal first date and why?
You are absolutely right about being a conversationalist, because my ideal first date would be a place where we can do just that. Have a conversation where both people can feel at ease. True to my avatar, it would definitely be one where we could have a good meal, or if we find that we're both have hectic schedules, not so much the case now, right, during COVID, but somewhere we could at least have a nice pastry and coffee or something. Or I love, as cliche as it sounds, being outside and going for a walk on the beach. I like a good walk and talk, and I think that being out in nature is conducive to really good open communication. It frees you up, gets you out of your head a bit. So I like those just as much as a dinner date.
Okay. See, I like talking over food. Oh, this is not me though.
Now listen, you don't get your turn, Tony.
Listen, I brought these people for you, but I'm just saying that sounds like a great first date for me. As long as you bring me back something, I'm gonna put in an order. Y'all make sure I get something out of it too.
Absolutely. Marcus, same question to you. What is your ideal first date and why?
Yes, so as cliche, I would have to agree with James. I think he had a really great answer. I'm really interested in getting to know the other person, so a proper conversation would be ideal. I'm not a fan of going out to dinner on the first date. One you're kind of locked in for, at least an hour, right? And so if things aren't going well, it could be awkward for both parties. So I'm a big fan of going out, doing an adventure or an activity. So if you're down for it, let's go to a fitness class, have a smoothie afterwards, and get to know one another.
Listen, I'm with Marcus. Like, although I like food, I'm the person that's like, I don't want to be locked into a dinner, because if it's not going well, I'll be like,
exit stage left.
Yeah.
Right. Exit stage left.
Oh, no. If it's good food though, I just might sit there and deal with it. I'm just like,
I have.
Well, no,
Okay.
that's great. That's great because I'm an active person. So being outdoors and doing something active, I think, I can see a little bit of your competitive side if we go bowling or something. So, okay. Thank you, Marcus. And Neil, last but not least, how about you? What is your ideal first date and why?
I am pretty much a homebody. I made my house very nice and comfortable, so I would probably cook dinner for them, because that's how I show my love. My family's from that type of thing where you feed a person, that's a way to their heart. So I would ask, what are your kind of food that you like? And I could cook pretty much anything I put my mind to. So it would be nice little soft music, and we sit on the couch and talk for a little bit, you know, after COVID or with mask on during COVID, and yeah, all of that stuff. And then just find out more about you. Like, what do you like? What makes your heart sing? Stuff like that.
Ooh, see, Neil is so sensitive.
Okay. Listen,
Leave me
James
alone.
trying to listen. James or Neil is trying to go there. All right.
Neil is like one of them folks that like if he was a singer, like you would pack an extra pair of panties and like throw them at him.
Yeah, that's happened.
On the stage. There you go. Oh, he said that's happened. And okay, next question. Next. Listen, I wish I had tea right now. All right. Okay. Right. All right. Second question. Get a little personal. So we'll start with Marcus this time. Boxers or briefs?
Oh.
Yes. So I am a big briefs person. Not a fan of boxers. I wear, I guess, like classic straight jeans, or yeah. So I don't want baggy stuff in my pants, bro. So yeah, definitely briefs for me.
Listen, I hear you, because sometimes you got to wear the right drawers when you got on certain pants.
Exactly.
Right.
It's important.
That's very, very true. Very, very true. James, same question to you.
Man, I gotta agree with Marcus again, because one, I don't like having a whole bunch of fabric bunched up down there, you know, as the day goes on. And then secondly, to be honest with you, hope this isn't too risque, but I find being loose and free down there a little bit too arousing throughout the day. I like to feel a little more snug and secure and have a little less movement going on down there, because hey, there's a time and a place for that sort of thing. Not all day, all the time. And I got to tell you, I find the boxers a little bit too arousing during the day. So I like to feel a little more secure up there. Plus, when you take off the pants or the shorts, you always look sexier in a really nice pair of briefs.
Look at that. Y'all, I feel like after this, I'm going to be pregnant.
Listen, okay, you said it, but I was thinking it.
I'm sitting over here like, Lord, I'm like, it's so hot in here. Why is it so? Okay, go ahead. Now, oh, Lord, now, go ahead, Ted. Is it Neil's turn?
It's Neil's turn. Neil's turn.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so if I was to wear them, which I usually don't, they would be briefs. You got to be nice, you know, Calvin Klein or To Exist, something that accentuates the positive and keep you snug while you're moving.
Terry, did you hear him say accentuate the positive?
Listen, I caught that.
But like, look, you're learning stuff. I'm learning stuff too. So I'm sitting over here like,
okay, right.
Okay, so, Terry, one more question for the guys.
Okay. Next question, and we'll start with Neil this time. Neil, if you have a pet, would it be cat or dog? And what would their name be and why?
Oh.
Okay, probably would be a dog, because cats are very shady sometimes. So it'd probably be a Doberman. They'd probably call him like Master or something. I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Master, Master, period.
Okay.
Neil is a very strong, that dog describes someone that's strong and dominant.
Dominant. That's immediately what I thought was, okay, somebody is going to take charge. All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm here for it. James, how about yourself?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've always thought myself more of a dog person, but lately I can't help it. Cats are just in my life. My last two roommates have had cats. There's one at my feet right now that's been wanting to play this this whole time that's sticking its claws into my leg. So because of that, I still say I'm more of a dog person. But lately in my life, it's been, cats that have been around, and I love them both. I really love all animals. But if I was to be a pet owner, I would be looking for a dog that's not too small that you could accidentally step on, but not so big that it would go crazy being in an apartment. Probably in the 40 to 60 pound range. It still wants to run and play and go to the beach and do all those kinds of things. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And Marcus, last but not least, how about you?
Yes, so if I had to choose, I've always grown up with dogs, so I would stick with the dog. However, it may die. I can't even get a plant. So yes, definitely a dog. I'm not a cat person. I think I'm just kidding, guys. I have a really great green thumb. Tons of plants I'm looking at now. Cats are just mischievous. I feel like they will attack you at any point. So definitely a dog person here. The name, haven't really thought about it, but definitely a unisex name. And the type of dog I would probably go with a miniature schnauzer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you guys for those answers.
Well, listen, Terry, this is a moment of truth now. Unfortunately, you're going to have to eliminate one of these guys based on what we know about them as of right now. So, who are you going to say goodbye to? Will it be Neil, James, or Marcus?
Oh gosh. Oh, this one's hard.
That would be like lights and like all this kind of stuff or whatever. But since we on Zoom, we just quiet.
This is first choice is definitely a hard one. I am going to eliminate. I'm gonna eliminate Marcus.
Oh, okay. Well, Marcus, go ahead and turn on your camera so that we can reveal. Oh, there's Marcus. Look at him. He's so nice and intellectual and tall.
So handsome.
So Marcus meet Terry. Terry meet Marcus.
Hey, Terry, how's it going?
Well, nice to meet you.
Well, Marcus, thanks so much for coming on and participating. And listen, I got a whole pool of friends, okay? So if not this time, another time. I got you. I'm looking out for you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, guys. Thanks.
All right. Bye, Marcus.
Bye, guys.
Oh, all right. So it's now down
Marcus was so precious.
Marcus is a very nice, when we first met each other, he was so nice and so sweet, and we instantly just clicked and we talked and we chatted, and he was great. He's great and he's talented, and I totally thought that you guys would hit it off just because you guys have very similar energies with each other. So, but it's okay. You were stuck with a tough choice. So now
I was, and these other two, their answers have been giving me a little life. So that one was tough.
All right, so now another round of questions, and you have the floor. So.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, here we go. So we'll start with James this time. James, so I'm a big sports buff, a former college athlete and still playing sports to this day. If you had to name your favorite gymnast and your favorite swimmer, who would they be and why?
Ooh, you like the Olympic sports. Well, let's see. Favorite gymnast. Boy, I love the gymnast body's fantastic. I always remember when I was a little kid, there was there was this woman, Carrie Strug, and she was so adorable, had the highest voice, and what was fierce out on the mat. And I always thought that juxtaposition of like what she was able to accomplish and do, and then her demeanor was really awesome. As far as a swimmer goes, I mean, two. On the American side, he's adorkable, and of course Michael Phelps. But he's adorkable. He grew up not too far from where I did in Baltimore. I grew up in around outside of BC. But I also liked Ian Thorpe, the torpedo from Australia. Always thought he was kind of hot, and then of course he actually came out not too long ago. So that's an interesting development. But my real sport is I'm a huge Dodgers fan, and I feel like I could call a game. I'm an absolute junkie for the Dodgers.
Okay, all right.
Listen,
James's meter just went up a little bit. All right.
y'all lost me at sports. I don't know nothing. The only reason why I ever went to a Dodgers game was for the Dodger dog and a pillow. That's it.
All right. All right, Neil, same question for you.
I was hoping you were going to ask that. So, you know, I'm gay, so sports is not my thing. I guess because when I was growing up, I played sports, so I was kind of competitive. So to not kill anybody, I decided to stop doing that. So I would say like my favorite, one of my friends is an actual Olympus. Her name is Maggie Mark. We used to work together as Cirque. So she would be one of those. And then I think Mark Spitz. That's way old school. He was in England. That's where I'm from, actually. So he was an English swimmer, and he was wonderful. My mother loved him, and all that good stuff and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you both. Well, I can just tell you that sports are a major part of my life. I'm watching it, studying it, the sports that I play. Super nerdy when it comes to sports. So hopefully one of you would be able to handle that if chosen.
Oh, sports is fine, but I ain't.
All right. Wait a minute. Neil said, can you bring Marcus back, please?
Neil
Marcus,
I'm
darling.
All right, go ahead, Terry.
Marcus, right. Speaking of that line from the movie, so I also love to cuddle on the couch and watch movies. I do not get a lot of free time, so if and when I ever have a man in my life, I love to schedule that quality time, sit on the couch with my daughter, my puppy, and watch movies and veg out all day. So, Neil, what is your favorite movie and why?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you want to go really sentimental, I would have to say The Color Purple. If you want to go quirky, I would say The Fifth Element. And if you want to say recent, I want to say Jingle Jangle All the Way.
I just talked about that.
That movie I've seen 5.5 times because I got a little tired the sixth. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big soft.
Okay. So. Great movies. And James, how about yourself?
I tend to like movies that really illuminate the human condition and that tell us something about our humanity through a really engaging story. So 4 of my favorites, and it's really hard because they all kind of shed a light on different things, would be Shawshank Redemption. The whole theme is hope a good thing, or is it a dangerous thing when you've had everything taken away from you? Field of Dreams, it's actually like a faith-based movie in disguise. The guy cuts down his cornfield to build a baseball field because he's called to do it. So it's a sports flick as well, but also talks about what it means to follow your vision, no matter how crazy it might seem. Forrest Gump, because you see the world through somebody's eyes who has, been told he's not very smart, yet he's actually kind of like a genius savant. And Good Will Hunting, just because of that relationship between Robin Williams, the therapist, and Matt Damon, and it's so beautifully written. And I think all of those movies really shed some light on what it means to be a human being and alive, and raises some really good questions. And I like movies that pull at my soul strings, so to speak, and occasionally at my heartstrings, and make me think a little.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Thank you both for answering that. I like some of those mentioned in there as well. Next
Now,
question,
listen,
and
Terry,
we'll start with you,
don't
James.
don't hold back. You can ask whatever question you like if you want to up it up a little bit.
Oh, we're
Stop being
about
nasty,
to.
Tony.
We're about to. We're about to. So, James, next question is for you. So one of my favorite things to eat is ice cream. My two best friends are Ben and Jerry. So tell me, James, if you were an ice cream flavor, what would you be and why?
Ooh.
Oh man, now that's good because I got to think about the difference between what I want to eat and what I want to be. You know what? I think I'd probably be kind of like, like mint cookie because there's substance there, something to crunch on and chew on, something to liven things up, and the mint is kind of refreshing and alive. And I love people that are alive, and I love being alive. And people often describe me as being very animated and intense. And there's nothing like mint to awaken the senses. And then you have some substance there with the cookie. It's also one of my favorite flavors, but my favorite flavor to eat is probably coffee anything when it comes to ice cream.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You can never go wrong with coffee.
And it's better when it's black.
Yes, sir.
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
I love it.
Neil, same question for you.
All right, let me put on my commercial voice. So if I was going to be some ice cream, it would have to be nice mocha chocolate with nuts sprinkled in. And then when you bite down into the nougat, it will water in your mouth. So yeah, that'll be me.
Okay. Listen, okay. Ooh, okay. Well,
My mama
right,
couldn't
Neil,
text me about this show. I know she is. My mama is going to text me and say, what did you create?
Right.
Okay.
So, next question. The next question is for Neil. We'll start with you. So, I have two tattoos. The first one I got on my shoulder back here, my left shoulder. Definitely represents me. And then my second tattoo, as you might be able to see, is right here on my chest there. So I'm looking at getting a third one. Neil, where would you like to see that third tattoo on my body?
I would think right at your hip, right where the iliopsoas meets, right by that part. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we the fact that he knows the name of the bone?
Listen, I caught that too.
I would have stopped at hip.
I caught that too.
Go, Neil.
Hey.
Okay. Great place for sure. Very sexy place. James, how about you? Where do you want to see it?
I gotta tell you, I think it depends what you want to say. I think informs where you want to put it. So if it was like a reminder to yourself, I think a lot of people like, and I'm not one to tell anybody what to put onto their body, but if you were going to put something on your body that was a reminder for the way you want to live life, something you see every day, like on your forearm or your wrist, if it's something that you want to tell other people that are having some fun with you, maybe it's something that they see when they get you alone. That might go right above, right around the waist, around the backside, or right around the navel or the belly button. If it's something that is something you want to proclaim to the world, I think there's something kind of cool about putting it right across your chest proudly. Like, Superman has his S there. If you got something proud that you want to make a statement about, right there on the chest and wear it proud with that chest puffed out.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Awesome. I like that.
All right, you have one final question before you have to make the ultimate decision of who you would like to choose for your virtual date. So make sure this question is the most powerful question, the all-knowing question, the one thing that you want to know before you make your decision. And go.
Okay, no pressure. No pressure. I have a laundry list of questions sitting right here. Okay. Gosh. I think the last question that I will ask is, let's say that you are in a relationship and you notice that your man tends to, or you're dating someone and your man tends to get a great deal of tension, whether he's an athlete, a performer, his career, whatever. How do you handle that? Being sort of, in the background, if you will. Like, what's your approach to a situation or dating someone like that gets a lot of attention? We'll start with you, Neil.
Oh, okay. Well, I am a person that loves to support my man. So I want to make sure that he's comfortable wherever he is. And I know that he's coming home to me. So that's just going to make it even harder.
Okay. He used the right word. Okay. Okay. James, same question for you.
Well, I'm a personal trainer, and I believe in the power of massage, myofascial release, and all my friends say I give the best massages, and I like to take care of people, make people feel good. And hey, I hate to say it, but one of my friends, his girlfriend, she's got me doing the massages, and until I can teach her boyfriend how to do it as good as me. So given that, I want to be the one to make my man feel good. So he's going to get himself a massage whenever he needs one, and I'm going to release that tension and make him feel like a new man anytime that he needs it. Because if I have the ability to do it, why not share it with someone I love?
Okay.
Yes.
Tony, I hate you right now. Tony, I hate you right now.
What did I do? I am just a mere vessel.
Like that.
I am a mere vessel that is currently being used, and I am ensuring the happiness among people that I feel are deserving of happiness. That is it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you both for answering those questions.
Yes, thank you, Neil and James. Now, Terry, based on all of the information that has been given, you have a very important decision to make. One of these men will get more of your time on a virtual date. Who would you like to have your virtual date with?
Oh, this is so hard. Oh gosh. I am going to, you both are so different in a way, but very similar also. Neil has given me some amazing answers, and that voice is doing things for sure. James, I like your spirit and your energy. And again, being a personal trainer, I am in the gym all the time, so I love that. Does anyone have any comments? Like, who should I pick? Is there any comments out there? Does anyone want to help me? Can I phone a friend? What is can I get some help on this?
Let me tell you, the comments are not helpful because basically whoever you don't pick, they won't.
This is also true. That's right. You're right. Them single heifers too. That's true.
Yeah. All the single people are tuning in to find out the Instagram handles.
Right. So I am going to choose.
So we do have
for you, Neil, for me. Thanks very much, Matthew.
It's actually very split. Like a lot of people are saying Neil and a lot of people are saying James. So it's very 50-50.
Oh gosh, Neil's first date sounded amazing. James, I love your movies. I am going to choose.
And let me tell you, I'm no help either.
That was like the commercial break right there. Right? That was like the commercial break. Dancing with the Stars, you'll get your scores right after this.
Right after the commercial break. I would totally give a recommendation. However, I picked these people for you, and I think either one of them would be great for you. So the decision is ultimately up to you and who you felt you vibed with and who you want to throw your extra pair of panties to.
Well, I don't wear underwear, so that may not work. Right, there's no panties here. Okay, so I am going to choose James.
Okay, wait, James, don't do nothing. Okay. So first, let me introduce you to Neil. So Neil, turn on your camera and say hello to Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, Neil. You fit that voice. Oh my gosh.
Oh well.
Oh, well, listen, Neil, I got you. You are a wonderful, incredible, fun person. And listen, if not this time, I got a whole pool of people and new people that I'm sure are going to DM me asking me to like hook you up with them. So I got you.
Okay, send the pictures and resumes over.
I actually have a friend. I have a friend in California that I think might be perfect for Neil, actually. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Well,
yeah, he's a beautiful man.
There's love happening everywhere here.
Yeah, it's connections. So we're gonna get that together. But Neil, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing this.
All right, brother. Peace out. Bye, Terry.
Bye, Neil. Thank you.
Bye. All right, Terry, are you ready to be introduced to James?
I am.
All right, so Terry, meet my friend, and now yours, maybe more, James.
Yes. Hey, Terry.
Yay!
Hi, James. Okay, James.
See, now you get to
see you.
The top I'm wearing finally, huh?
Yes, that's right.
Very nice to meet you.
So Terry and
Nice
James,
as well. Thank you.
You two will be going on a wonderful virtual date sponsored by me. I will make sure that you guys get a little money for a nice little dinner where you can have while you Zoom each other and have wonderful conversations. And then you guys have to give me an update as to how the date went.
You got a deal.
Perfect. Yay! Oh, Hercules. Well, okay, you guys stick around just for 1 second because, I can't even, there it is. I still got more show to do. So congratulations, James. Terry, thank you so much for coming on and doing this. But hey, guys, you guys don't go anywhere because I know your tea mugs are empty, but guess what? I got a little bit more for you. This is More Please.
Hey everybody, I'm Chester.
And I'm Jonathan. We've got a brand new show that we're debuting soon. It's called Down the Rabbit Hole. It's where we pick a topic, we speak on that topic, and we see where it takes us. We might start with Dolly Parton and we might end up
with nipples. That's what I thought you were going to say. Was going to end up with nipples.
Well, I was going to say goldfish, but anything is possible. So come join us
and see where we're going, because right now we have no clue.
That's right, but you can find out if you follow us on social media. Follow Jonathan at the East on Stage, or follow me at Chester McCurry, or you can go to Flamingo Street Productions on Instagram. Follow us there. It's going to air on the Flamingo Street YouTube channel coming up real soon in the next couple of weeks, so make sure you keep in touch with us, all right?
Okay, now that we all have recovered from the wonderful mutual friend, Lord Jesus, I had to fan myself during this. Y'all, I got a little bit more for you. Okay, so listen, this guy, I'm sure I'm going to butcher his name, but his name is Sa Foam. He was in the news recently because he decided to jump off of a bridge in order to leave his mark on the world. He is a YouTuber. You can see his videos on YouTube, and he said he wasn't doing it for views. He was just doing it as a way to leave a mark in this world. Well, you definitely left a mark. You left a mark as a fractured skull. So listen, y'all, don't do nothing crazy in order to gain views. That's too much. Keep yourself on the ground because you don't want to hurt yourself. So I'm sending out a little prayer to him and hope that he's okay. And don't do that, y'all. Like, look, I don't even do that because I'm not trying to hurt myself. I'm too precious. But listen, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of More Please. Next week, I will be joined by my favorite host of The Real, Miss Lonnie Love. It's always tea-filled here, and I always got the tea for you. So bring your mug back next week because we got More Please.